Guys, according to everything that I've seen online over the last couple of days, an attack from Iran on the Israel is going to happen within the next 24 to 48 hours at maximum. It could happen before I get this video uploaded to YouTube. Who knows? The situation is that serious. And this is going to be a response from Iran for Israel's attack on their consulate in Syria, where two of their top-ranking generals were actually taken out by Israel. And of course, Israel says it was an accident, kind of like the USS Liberty in 1967 type of accident, more than likely, because they knew when they did that, Iran would do this, and that would drag the United States into a wider war in the Middle East. And I think that's what has been planned all along since October the 7th, when Hamas went into Israel and did the terrorist attack there, and some more things happened. There's lots of controversy about if that was allowed to happen or not. And in my opinion, probably, more than likely, because they wanted this wider war. And they knew that eventually they would bring Iran into this and the United States into this, because Iran right now is still the biggest threat that Israel has in the Middle East. And they want to get this wider war started because they think that the United States can take out Iran. And in my opinion, they can't, because the United States, if you look at the Houthis, the United States can't even stop them from shutting off shipping. So how is the United States going to stop Iran? Plus, Hezbollah and all their resources in that area. Now, a lot of you are going to be saying, so what? It's going to be in the Middle East. But unfortunately, this war, in my opinion, when it breaks out, and especially if the United States gets directly involved, which they probably will, like I said, it's going to affect us here in the United States also, because you know that Iran has sleeper cells inside the United States. Common sense. Our border's wide open, and you know that Iran has sent sleeper cells through. It's working in the United States, probably in the bigger cities right now. And they're planning their attacks, and they will be given the go-ahead, probably already have, to attack critical infrastructure in the United States. Bridge attacks, cyber attacks, attacks on railroads, shipping, production, and things like that here in the United States. And cyber attacks from Iran into the United States. Who knows what this is going to explode out to around the world. I don't think it's going to cause, a nuclear war as far as between China and Russia and the United States. I don't think those nuclear powers will actually go to war over Iran. However, Israel could definitely use a nuke on Iran, and that could be what's planned. You have the attack from Israel on the Iranian consulate in Syria, and they know that Iran is going to attack back in retaliation, and then Israel may nuke Iran. Who knows at this point what's going to happen? But I think if a nuke is used in the Middle East, it will be Israel that will use that, and will use that against Iran. And this could be, the plan all along, to take out Iran completely, because Iran has a very good military technology. They have advanced rocket systems and drones, and Iran can completely kick the living shit out of Israel as far as militarily goes. And in my opinion, the United States can't do much about it either, all the way in the Middle East, because of the way, logistics and things like that, to bring everything through and ship everything through, and to get everything in place, and to resupply, your military munitions and things like that, to attack, to have a wider reaching war there in the Middle East. Iran is powerful. Like I said, a powerful military. So this could be all happening on purpose. We had October the 7th, and then Israel's went in and tried to decimate, Hamas in Gaza, trying to provoke Iran. They've been trying to provoke Iran for a long time. And it all could be because Israel wants an excuse to use the Samson option to nuke Iran. Very, very possible. But it will definitely especially if the United States gets involved directly in a confrontation with Iran. It will affect us here in the United States because they have sleeper cells. I mean, common sense would tell you that they do, ready to go inside the United States, and they will be attacking critical infrastructure here in the U.S., shipping, production, and things like that in the U.S., mass shootings and things like we had in Russia here in the United States. I mean, common sense would tell you they have that planned. I know if I was one of the leaders in Iran, I would definitely have sleeper cells inside the United States. And I would have those sleeper cells ready to go and attack critical infrastructure. And you know, they do too. Because they see us as their enemy, and actually we are their enemy because look what we've done. Look at what we've done in the Middle East so far. I mean, look at Syria, what we tried to do there in the United States. Look at Libya. Look at Afghanistan. Look at Iraq. These are all fallen. And they also want Iran to fall. But Iran is more powerful than those other ones, has more military might, and it's more difficult to take down. So this whole thing could be to justify Israel nuking Iran. They think they can take out Iran with some well-placed nuclear weapons and completely destroy, their military capabilities and manufacturing capabilities with some nuclear strikes, and will shut Iran down as being the dominating threat to Israel in the area. It could have all been planned. It sounds definitely like it probably was. October 7th allowed to happen because they were trying to provoke Iran. They've attacked Iranian resources inside Syria quite often, actually. And they knew that when they killed these two top generals, that Iran would have to act. And from everything I'm seeing right now, Iran is planning to directly attack Israel. And like I said, I think this was all planned because Israel wants to use the Samson option. And that's another reason the United States might not get involved because, like I said, it could be all planned to justify, Israel using a nuclear weapon against Iran. Who knows what's going to happen at this point? But any way it goes, it's not going to be good. Go out if you can. If you had any resources at all to do this, buy some extra food now. And if you are stockpiled already, go buy some extra. Fill your vehicles up with gasoline, all of your gasoline cans and things like that, and get ready for this. Because the consequences of this are dire, and it could be worse than what we think. And it's better to err on the side of caution than to sit around and do nothing and think nothing's going to happen. Because I think what we're going to see, and I think it's been planned all along, is this nuclear strike from Israel on Iran. What you think in the comments below? If you agree, give me a thumbs up. If you disagree, give me a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see.